What's going on, NBA fanatics? This is your friendly neighborhood Memphis Grizzly homer, Memphis X, and I talk hoops. Today, I am talking about the Memphis Grizzlies trying to hold on to the number one seed in the West with the reigning two-time MVP on the prowl. But first, every hero needs that theme music.
Piano.
Grizz gang, go hard. Baddest in the game, we be on one. I talk hoops, so secure. All up on the court, but we gon' score. Memphis bringing heat, straight from Tennessee. Ja Morant spiking, let's go for he that MVP.
Well, we've made it to game number 30 of the NBA season, at least for the Memphis Grizzlies. Some teams are ahead of the pace. Some teams are behind the pace. The Grizzlies have played 29 games. They're 19-10. They sit at the number one seed in the Western Conference. And they are now, let's see, how far? They are now 2.5 games in behind the Milwaukee Bucks, who are now the best team in the league. They are the fourth best team in the league behind Milwaukee, Boston, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So there you go with that. Right now, as you can see with the standings up, the Grizzlies are one game ahead of tonight's opponent, the Denver Nuggets. They're also one game ahead of the Phoenix Suns, 1.5 games above the New Orleans Pelicans, 2.5 games above the Clippers, who are coming on strong. The Sacramento Kings lost last night to the Charlotte Hornets at home. Ooh, daddy. So they are 3 games back. The Blazers are 3 games back also, but they are currently, I guess, under the tiebreaker from the Kings, and they are under the play-in line. Timberwolves 4 games back. Jazz 4 games back. Mavericks 5 games back, sitting in 10th place. Tied with the Warriors, who are in 11th place officially, and the Lakers are 6.5 games out of first place with Anthony Davis down. And of course, you know, if you want to know, the Thunder are 7 games out. So everything is still bunched up in the West. A good week, a good couple of weeks like the Grizzlies have had, and you vault to the top. A bad couple of weeks. Well, nobody's really had a bad week. Everybody's either 5-5 or 6-4. The only team that's 4-6 are the Suns, and that's why they fell from first to third. But yeah, everybody, and I mean everybody in the West besides the Grizzlies, are either 4-6. The worst teams are 4-6. The best teams are 6-4. And everybody else is 5-5. And you have the Grizzlies at 8-2 over their last 10. The West is a war zone. From the rooter to the tutor, from the top to the bottom, the West is tough. Even the tanking teams have talent. Spurs and the Rockets. The Thunder, I don't know what they're doing. The Lakers barely holding on without Anthony Davis. And the Warriors, of course, are now without Steph Curry. So tonight's game is a chance for the Grizzlies to put a game of space between them and the Nuggets. To get 2 up on the Nuggets, you know, the Grizzlies are going to be the late game tonight on TNT. Other games, the Warriors will be playing the Knicks in Madison Square Gardens on the early games, and the Suns will be playing the Wizards at home tonight. And you have the Heat, Bulls, Pistons, and the Jazz. So it's some really kind of significant games going on. If the Wizards, I think, have lost 10 straight games, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, the Wizards are 0-10 in their last 10, so the Suns should get a win. So a Grizzlies loss tonight would probably put everybody in a virtual 3-way tie for the first place. And a Grizz win would give them some room over the Denver Nuggets. So It's a real big game. And one of the most intriguing matchups in this game are Nikola Jokic, the two-time reigning MVP, versus Jaren Jackson and Steven Adams. The guys who have been, they've been playing some great defense lately, but this is a whole different animal. If you can look right here at Nikola Jokic's game log for December, of course, the Nuggets are 4-4 in December, as you can see, but he has averaged 31 points, 9 assists, and 13.5 rebounds this month, with 2 steals and 4.5 turnovers, but he's got a heavy workload, shooting 61% from the field, 31% from 3, and 73% from the free throw line. He is a whole offense to himself. I mean, you've had Murray's back, of course, but Michael Porter Jr. has been out all season, most of the season. I don't know how many games he's missed or if he's coming back anytime soon. I didn't check on that. But he's been out with a heel injury. Murray's been in and out. But the Joker has been consistently kicking ass all season. And he is playing at his peak. Played 40 minutes Sunday against the Hornets to put up a 40-27-10 line. So Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams, Santi Aldama, Brandon Clark, all hands on deck. Can't wait to see this game. This is a potential Western Conference Finals matchup. So although the outcome would be good to win, I more so look at the matchups and how, these teams match up, what the coaches try to do defensively and offensively to attack each team. And, that's kind of what you should be looking for in these types of matchups and potential playoff matchups, because the wins and losses, that's, it's iffy because of the scheduling. Luckily, both of these teams were off last night. The Grizzlies have been off a couple of days, but these teams should be kind of evenly matched. The Nuggets are missing Michael Porter Jr. The Grizzlies are missing Desmond Bane. Other than that, I think most teams are relatively healthy. So we should get some good information, not end-all, be-all information, but information nonetheless. Like I said, we're trying to build a playoff picture for the Grizzlies matchups. So just like the video I had yesterday about trades, you want to see, will they need some trades? Can Steven Adams hold up against Nikola Jokic? I think he can. I know Jaren Jackson can. But if Steven Adams can't, Jaren Jackson versus Nikola Jokic in a 7-game series with only Santi Aldama and Brandon Clark to back him up, that would be an issue. So we need Steven Adams to prove that or show that he can stay in this game and defend the Joker regardless, even if Murray and Joker weren't running crazy or inverted pick and rolls. They do that. So it's going to be some good things to see. I'm looking forward to this matchup. I don't know who's going to win. I didn't even look to see who was favored really. In this game, I would expect that it was probably maybe Denver should be favored. I don't know. It's hard to tell in these games, these early season games. Vegas be knowing though, man. The line is the Grizzlies are favored by 2 on the road. So the Grizzlies are, coming off that embarrassing loss to the Thunder, so they should have their antennas up tonight. So it's going to be a good thing to watch this game. Have your popcorn ready, have your feet kicked up, and your favorite beverage next to you. And we are going to enjoy this game and talk about it in the morning. Peace.